One of the things I changed is I got a new job because my old job fucking sucked. I used to work at a truck stop. And for those of you who don't know, a truck stop is a gas station for assholes. Everybody who goes to a truck stop is a fat fucking asshole. Those trucks aren't to carry anything, it's to haul their fat asses around. Like, I know I'm fat, but standing next to them I look like a P90X infomercial. You know, and they're racist ass motherfuckers too. I mean, I was working the cash register and I was talking to my friend about my favorite comedian. Like, my favorite comedian is Chris Rock. And I was talking to them, and I just have this white guy comes up to me, he's like, I'm not a fan of Chris Rock. I'm just not a fan. I'm like, okay, get out of here, cracker. Like, I don't need to see your ass. And then perfect, it was poetic. My next customer, a black man. And I'm like, my brother. I'm like, come here. I was like, you gotta love Chris Rock. And he's like, yeah, man, you know, he's pretty funny. And I was like, yeah. I was like, you know, I had this white guy, and he told me he wasn't a fan of Chris Rock. He's like, man, you know what? I'm gonna tell you why he's not a fan of Chris Rock. So I'm gonna tell you why. And he takes a long pause. And he looks away, and then he looks back at me and he goes, he's not a fan because he doesn't think he's funny. I'm like, what? That's the most anticlimactic statement I've ever heard. That's like if he was like selling like a miracle cure for like cleaning up spills. It's like, I just spilled this glass of water on my leather sofa. How am I gonna clean up this spill? And he goes, I'm gonna tell you how to clean up this spill. Paper towels. But yeah, so like I said, they're really racist ass motherfuckers, and they would walk in wearing the Confederate flag all the time. Just wearing shit with the Confederate flag on it. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, if you're gonna wear something with a Confederate flag on it, you might as well tattoo on your forehead, I'm racist. Right? Because that's all the Confederate flag means. And I feel like wearing the Confederate flag is the last piece of racist clothing we still accept as normal in America. Well, that and a police uniform. But those are the only two exceptions. Let's see. You agree. Alright, let's see. What other shitty shit that I changed in my life? Oh, I moved back with my mom. Yeah, I know. I moved back with my mom to help because my mom is fucking crazy. Okay? I mean, she's fucking nuts. And I can still remember the time that she snapped. Okay, I was a kid, and she's gonna love the fact that I'm telling you all this story. But I can still remember when she snapped. I was probably about 5 or 6, and she just picked me up from school. And we're driving home from school, and there's these kids riding their bikes in the middle of the street. And she's like, okay, so she politely honks to get them to move out of the street. And they look back at my mom, and they just flip her off. And I'm like, oh shit. I just look at my mom, and just snap. And she just goes, you motherfuckers! And starts hauling ass and gets right to an inch behind their tires like the mini Sons of Anarchy. And she's chasing them around, and then she rolls down her window, and she's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, and I'm gonna tell your parents. And I'm like, whoa, Mom! That's kind of a one or the other type of situation. Okay, you either kill them or tell nobody, or tell their parents. But clearly, my mom has homicidal tendencies towards children, so she had to stop working. Does anybody want to guess what her job was? Preschool teacher. Not a joke. But yeah, moving back with my mom, something I forgot about was chores. Anybody else still have to do chores? I completely forgot about chores. Yeah, but my chores are a little different now. Used to be shit like make your bed, empty the dishwasher, vacuum the floor. Now my shit's like, you see that tree in the backyard? I'm like, yeah. She's like, I want you to cut it down. I'm like, wait, what? She's like, I want you to cut down that tree. And I'm like, Mom, I might look a little Mexican, but I don't know how to chop down a tree. I'm Jewish. If you need help with your taxes, I'm game. But I don't know how to chop down a tree. And I know that's a little racist for this early in a comedy show, but I swear, I love Mexicans. I love Mexican food. I love Mexican women. I hate Mexican music. But I swear, I love Mexican women. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry, that last part might not be true. I think I love El Salvadorian women, but I really don't know what the difference is. It's all chips and salsa to me. It's not that messed up. I mean, oh man. But I have been trying to date, even though it's a little hard living with my mom. But I've been trying online dating. Anybody else try online dating? Yeah. What I really like about online dating is it lowers everybody's expectations. You go on starting thinking, there's all these people I can talk to. I'm going to talk to all these girls, or all these guys, for the girls are You know, that dude. And I just pointed it. I can't even see you guys. But yeah, so I'm going online and I'm messing with these girls and nobody was responding. I'm like, shit. So you know what, Jacob? You're a big guy. You're attracted to big girls. Only message big girls. And I mean, it's not an insult because I'm thinking we would have so much more in common. I was like, you hate going on hikes? I hate going on hikes. You love fried chicken? I love fried chicken. You were bullied as a child? I was bullied as a child. The point is, you need to have common interests. So, I go ahead and start only messaging big girls. And you know what I found out? Big girls, they're no different than skinny girls. They don't fuck fat guys. But I did happen to find one skinny girl who was only into fat guys. Only into fat guys. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. So, we talked, we went on a date, and it was going great. It was going so great that we started sexting. Now, like I said, she's into fat guys, and the way she would sext is a little different than the way I picture most people sexting. Alright, we're sexting, and, you know, I'm flirting, and she's like, oh, send me a picture. I'm like, well, what do you want? She's like, send me a picture of your belly. I'm like, my belly. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, how many different angles can I get? Snap, 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 snap. I've never taken so many selfies in my life. So I send her the pictures, and she's like, wow, your belly is so sexy. I'm like, yeah, it is. This is one sexy ass belly. So I sent her more pictures. She's like, oh my god, Jacob, I love your stretch marks. And I'm like, yeah, you do. I'm like a tiger, bitch. Grr. So yeah, so we keep sexting. Everything is going great. I'm so happy. I'm like, this girl's the one. And then out of nowhere, she just stops talking to me. She ghosted me. And yeah, she ghosted me. Don't laugh, it was hurtful. Damn. So she ghosted me, and then but a little bit later on, I found out she met some 450-pound dude. I was like, yeah. At first, I felt pretty bad about it, but I was like, you know what? For the first time in my life, I was too skinny. All right, that's all my time. Thank you guys. My name's Goldberg.
You guys. It's called a dad bod, Jacob. It's a dad bod, and I like it. All right, you guys. Start clapping. Oh, this next comic coming.